What's going on, guys? Original Ride Guy here. Today we have a mega diecast review of 10 diecasts from the 2021 NASCAR Action Racing line from Lionel. In this video, I'll be reviewing the 1 of Kurt Busch, the 2 of Brad Keselowski, the 3 of Austin Dillon, the 4 of Kevin Harvick, the 6 of Ryan Newman, the 11 of Denny Hamlin, the 14 of Chase Briscoe, the 19 of Truex Jr., the 22 of Joey Logano, and the 43 of Eric Jones. Please enjoy this. Let's get started. So first up, we're going to start off with the number 1 of Kurt Busch. You look at the box itself. This is back when the 1 was driven by Kurt Busch for Chip Ganassi Racing, before this car got sucked up by Trackhouse, which is now owned by Pitbull, and it became the car of Ross Chastain, Busch's former teammate from Ganassi. It says it's for ages 4 and up. It had the gold stripe, possibly from the gold lineup. It's from Action Racing Collectibles, still the choice of champions. See, this is like it has the GM logos. You got the warning saying it's not suitable for people under 36 months. And you got the official NASCAR seal of quality as well. So let's take it out of the box. Now that's out of the box, let's take a look at the diecast itself. So you see it's got the 1 back in the middle, not where the current next gen is, right there. We've got the Advent Health sponsorship. I'd grow up plastic Goodyear tires as the Chevy Camaro. Got the slogan for Advent Health, Field Hole, which this is a hospital headquartered in Florida. This was driven by Kurt Busch. Yeah, some contingencies. The giant Advent Health logo on the front. And on the bottom, it's a plastic chassis. So this is a hardtop model. And it's a pretty good car. At least it may not look as sleek as the new Ross Chastain one for 2022, but it is what it is. Anyway. Our next diecast we're reviewing is the number 2 of Brad Keselowski. As we look at the box, it is a Team Penske car. It says ages 4 and up. It got the red stripe. It has the official NASCAR seal of quality. It has the barcode. It says it's an actual limited edition 2021 car. As this is not suitable for those under 36 months. Because small parts, obviously. And it's still, obviously, the choice of champions, as they are like the official diecast distributor for NASCAR, even after many generations, like RC, like Racing Champions, or even Winner Circle, Spin Master. Now it's just Lionel. Let's take it out of the box. Now that's out of the box, let's take a look at the diecast itself. Well, there is the number 2, back when Brad Keselowski used to drive for Team Penske. It's got the Discount Tire sponsorship. It's got the larger wing, which is pretty prominent for most of the Ford diecasts I own. Got the plastic Goodyear tires. It's got some sponsors like Freightliner, Snap-on, even Auto Trader, Wabash. Got the Goodyear markings. It says it's a Ford Mustang, unlike the Ricky Stenhouse Jr. one from 2018, which was a Fusion. This was a later generation model. It's got the plastic chassis. Pretty common among most of these diecasts I'm going to be reviewing. And I believe that's all we got to see. Overall, it's a pretty cool diecast. Now, this diecast has been taken over by Austin Cindric in 2022. Yeah. Next up, we have the number 3 of Austin Dillon. As we look at the box, it says for ages 4 and up. This car was a Richard Childress racing car, also known as RCR. Got the NASCAR seal of quality. This isn't suitable for children under 36 months. Got the barcode and more information. The rest still pretty much the same. So let's get to it and open it up. As we look at the diecast itself, it seems pretty boldly black. Got the 3, which is a very famous number from the late Dale Earnhardt Sr. Got the Tracker Off-Road logos. You get a logo saying you get biofuel, which is like ethanol. Got the Dow Chemical sponsorship. Don't know what that is. I think it's York Rise. You got on the side of the car, you got a Briscoe sponsorship, which is like a COPD medication, is what I heard of according to commercials I see on CNN. Which I'm not a doctor, so yeah. Same thing on this side. Got the don't know what that says, but it's Austin Dillon actually. It's Austin Dillon's social media tag. Got the Bass Pro Shops sponsorship with Tracker Off-Road, which is a really cool place. Actually, my friend Nick knows about it. Got plastic chassis and plastic tires, and it's a Chevy Camaro. Overall, I love it a lot. It's pretty good. Next up on our list is the number 4 of Kevin Harvick. See, it was as the Kevin Harvick logo on Stewart Haas Racing. It says it's for ages 4 and up. It says it's not suitable for children under 36 months. Got the Nascar seal. So no time to lose. Let's unbox it. Looking at the diecast itself, see we got the Hunt Brothers pizza colors rather than the previous one with the Mobile One version. It says it's a Ford Mustang driven by Kevin Harvick. That's some of his other sponsors like Jimmy John's and Haas Tooling. No contingencies since he didn't win any races that season. And you can see more Hunt Brothers pizza logos. And it's a Ford Mustang. Plastic wheels, plastic chassis, since it's another hard top. Overall, it's pretty good. Even though I was tempted to get the Busch one, I couldn't do it because I have a strict rule on alcohol advertising in my videos. I don't want to get age restricted, so I went with this one. Sorry about that. Now we have the number 6 of Ryan Newman. Looking at the box, it feels a lot heavier than the hardtop ones. Saying this is a diecast body and chassis for Roush Family Racing, now known as RFK Racing since Brad Keselowski took over the team, and it's a limited edition adult collectible. It's still got the same things, but this time it says an adult collectible. And doesn't have the special not suitable for those under the age of 21, which might have been was usually actually stickered on to the previous diecast chassis models I had. But this time, it feels like regular packaging. Thank gosh you learned your lesson, Lionel. Now I have your respect. Let's take it out of the box. Now it's time to look at the diecast itself. It feels a lot heavier than what I'm used to. This is like diecast chassis. You can see this is metal, and the tires are actually rubber, not plastic like the other ones. You got the Ford Mustang logos. Got Kohler Generators as his primary sponsor. That's a few contingencies, as this was Ryan Newman's car. Sadly, he's not racing in NASCAR anymore since he terminated his sponsorship, and then he actually moved on to SRX and won a race at Stafford in that championship and finished second in points to Mark Andretti. Overall, it was a kind of a cool last ride for Ryan Newman, and a pretty good diecast for that too, in my opinion. Now we're halfway through the list. Let's start the second half by reviewing the number 11 of Denny Hamlin. Looking at the box, we got the 30-year anniversary packaging for Joe Gibbs Racing. And this is also a limited edition adult collectible. Same box as same warning as Ryan Newman's, but it's actually for a hardtop diecast and not a diecast metal one. Overall, let's take it out. Looking at the diecast itself, this is the FedEx Freight livery for Denny Hamlin. Unlike the offer pad one I used last time I reviewed him. So we got the Sports Clip haircut sponsor. Got plastic chassis and Goodyear tires. This is driven by Denny Hamlin. But sadly, the wing is a little smaller than some of the other diecasts I reviewed. Unlike Ryan Newman's, where it's a little bit taller. This must have been a mold that they used. A totally different mold than previously. Got his signature on front. And a website on the back was called FedEx.com/Freight Direct. Must have been for the FedEx company. Overall, this kind of is a really iconic diecast, really iconic livery. I love it a lot. Next up is the 14 of Chase Briscoe. If we look at the box, you got his name, the Sword House Racing logo. This says it's for ages 4 and up. So I got everything from the previous ones. Enough wasting time. Let's take it out of the box. Looking at the diecast itself, this is Chase Briscoe's Ford Performance Racing School livery. Has the it was part of their stuff for Ford Performance, including the Ford GT500 Track Attack, part of their racing school. Got Rush Truck Centers, the Haas Tooling sponsors, more Ford stuff, and obviously it's a Ford Mustang since it's Ford sponsored. Got Chase Briscoe name and got all that stuff. Plastic chassis, plastic tires. It's pretty obvious. Overall, it's pretty sleek. Really represents the blue oval really well. Up now, we're reviewing the number 19 of Martin Truex Jr. This is in the same package as the Denny Hamlin one. So if Joe Gibbs Racing 30th anniversary package, adult collectible, Still, it's pretty obvious. Let's take it out of the box. As we look at the diecast itself, we got the DeWalt version. Gives me a lot of old Matt Kenseth vibes from the years I was young or before I was born. Got the Bass Pro Shops logos, Research Fine Foods as well. Got some contingency logos. So this is a Toyota Camry. Plastic chassis, plastic tires, and a smaller spoiler, just like the Denny Hamlin one. Overall, I like this one a lot. It gives me a lot of those nostalgic vibes, just like the Kyle Busch car, where it was for Bobby Labonte. This one was Matt Kenseth. Up now, we're going to be reviewing the number 22 of Joey Logano. Look at the box. Got the Team Penske logo. It says for ages 4 and up. Got all the other stuff. Pretty much standard for all these packages. Honestly, it's time we do this. To take it out of the box. Looking at the diecast itself, see this is the AAA insurance version. Unlike his signature Shell Pennzoil one, which the Shell Pencil one I couldn't get because I think it's sold out. Got the Outrider and Snap-on logos. Got Discount Tire Pencil and Shell. Got all those logos on the side. Got the big AAA insurance logo. We'll have pencil. It's a Ford Mustang. Got all the same on the back. It says there's a website for AAA, so you can join now. Plus, they want new recruitments for their insurance with the plastic body and tires. Looks really nice. Overall, it's a pretty cool car. I like it a lot. Last up on our list is the 43 of Erik Jones. We look at the box, we got Erik Jones on it, we got Richard Petty Motorsports on it. This is the signature 43 that Richard Petty used to drive. Same old on the back and the bottom. It's pretty much standard Lionel action racing package. Let's take it out of the box. Looking at the diecast itself, we got the U.S. Air Force version he ran during the Coca-Cola 600, which was inspired by the old livery of the Tuskegee Airmen, an all African-American squadron that fought during World War II, the only war where African-Americans were allowed to serve. Got the U.S. Air Force sponsorship with their insignia, the 43, the famous one by Richard Petty. Got more contingencies. Sorry, you can't see because of my shoddy camera, which was obviously my Apple iPhone. Got the U.S. Air Force stuff, Chevy ground, so I couldn't even focus for some reason. It's strange. I don't know why. Yeah, I got the plastic chassis and tires and the diecast body. Overall, it's a pretty cool car. I love the historic references to the Tuskegees. They deserve to be honored. That is all for today. Please remember to like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, and comment about what you liked if you're able to. I'll see you all in the next video.